Oh, this camera's like way high up. I've just tried to go live on my computer and it just wasn't working in here anyway because I think of the connection was a bit crap. I'm still messing around in here tidying up. I'm sort of tidying my desk area up now. I've got rid of big pieces. It's just some little pieces trying to like my fella does, trying to put pieces like a jigsaw in little places that they fit better. So I'm just trying to move some stuff off my desk. I got bored doing the other bit, thought I'll do this bit, clear under. I got myself a little because I have all wooden floors downstairs, it gets very cold on the floor, so this came early. I treated myself to a little cheap, it's like a washable one, so it's cheap because it's sort of not, it's not a thick thing, but it'll do. Pink little runner rug, you know, like the runner rugs you get in the hall or whatever. I just thought one along the table because my feet get really cold on the floor because like it's cold, but if I haven't got socks on or I haven't got shoes on, I'll have like sandally things on that I just put them on stage them in here and there's beads on the floor and God knows what. So my mum would say put your slippers on, but I just don't like wearing them. But if I put my feet on the floor, it's really cold, so I thought a little sort of rug under here would be quite nice. If you dare say hi. So I've got a pink one. Favourite colour being pink. So I'm just gonna, and it'll look nice in here anyway. Because I have one in the kitchen and it's quite it's quite good, it's quite warm under your feet. It's not necessarily thick, but it just keeps the connection from the cold feet on the floor. Yeah, because it gets really cold in here, obviously in the conservatory. It gets really hot in summer and really cold in winter. And sometimes I do sit on the floor in here as well when I'm doing stuff like singing bowls or something. I have a little white fluffy rug, like a fake sheepskin one, but that's in the front room now. That's gone in there. I'll get to what I'm talking about in a minute. I think I brought it up yesterday, whenever it was that was on. I'm going to bring it up again. So, it's only, it's a baby pink. I love baby pink. I don't like harsh pinks, but it is just, probably doesn't come across in a, just a pink one. Good morning. Chadford, Pennsylvania. Hi Tracy. So yeah, can't wait to put that down. I'm not putting it down until I've tidied up the floor, cleaned the floor, and then that's going to look really nice under my feet, along my desk. I'll stick that over there because I'm trying to tidy out as usual. If you're a crafty person, you'll know that tidying up is, it's never ending because you get stuff out, put things away, you're working on something, and I thought, no, I really need it organised. As I always say, I'm quite an unorganised person. Trying to get organised in my little stations. I've not been in here for a while. I've been working at my dining table because it's too cold in here, but even with the heat on it doesn't really warm up in here, but we've got a little light sort of heater thing. But I put my printer over in that corner, the black thing, you know, that I do my bags and stuff with. So over winter I'm just working on stuff because we all know the financial system's a bit, you know, it will rise in the end. Believe me, it will rise. It's not always going to be bleak as it seems, so best to work on things while that's happening anyway. Keep yourself busy. You know that I print my drawings off with, that's one of my drawings. These are not doing anything at the minute, I'm just making stuff for the new year. That's what I'm working on, that's what's keeping me busy. That's what's keeping me sane. My artworks and makes and things that I'm also buying bits in as well. But there's a lot I need to tidy up. I'm just working on my desk at the minute. You know, I'm going to be having things like these lovely head warmers. There's lots of things I'm working on, new things for the new year that I haven't done before. You know, my own jewellery that I do. Just working on bits and bobs. Some of the stuff I've got on. My little candy teddy there. Very cute. Pink. That's my favourite colour. There's all sorts I've been up to, you know. I don't just sit around on there gawking at stuff. I'm always doing. So, putting my ideas together. Anyway, as I was saying the other day, I don't know if I'm saying tidying up while I'm talking because I don't think that's going to happen. As I said the other day, there's a lot going on out there. And I did report on this the other day about, I don't think it's going to go the way we thought with the fraud with the elections. I think it doesn't need to. A lot of people are never going to believe it, even if it's shown, do you know what I mean? But I think the best way I believe it's going to happen, and there was a lovely guy who's a bit of a, I would say a bit of a rabbi on YouTube, and he said the same thing last night, and I caught him live, and I went to bed late-ish last night, so I went in his live and said that's exactly what I reported on the other day, and a lot of people are seeing now, because somebody in America who, I was talking on this the other day, who has put up, you know, I don't know if you call it a complaint, a lawsuit or whatever, against what's been happening, and not necessarily about the election, just about the certain things in the law I've been looking at, the justice system, the Supreme Courts, High Supreme Courts, and it's by law that they've got to do this. So if they do, they're going to find things out that will, we believe, automatically put Trump back in, because it's law. So nobody can go, no naysayers, this is what I said yesterday, nobody can say, oh no, it's not that, it's just a thing that's going on, it's a conspiracy. All the naysayers won't be able to say anything about, no, it's not because there isn't fraud. I've seen a lot of spiritual people saying that. It's like, yeah, all right then. They won't be able to say that, because it's the thing that will come out is it's got to be done by law. And if it's brought up and what they were doing wasn't, because as we know they don't do it within the law, comes up, it can all be switched around, and it will mean he can be reinstated straight away. No if, no buts. That's what happens. That's the short and long side. That's the short end of like putting it all together, and it makes sense. So even though people could say, because it'd go into the fraud thing anyway, but it doesn't need to be brought up through the fraud. That's through the, you know, the, what would you call it, the election system, you know, was stolen, this, that, and if, you know, it wasn't how it was meant to go. Even though we know that's what happened, it doesn't have to go that way. This would just be short and sweet, because maybe that way it'd take longer. This would just be short and sweet. And this person also said maybe that could be a Christmas thing. I was wondering that, because if you don't remember, I said yesterday, something can come up where an energy of Christmas could be absolutely amazing to the world, because can you imagine if it came in at Christmas? Oh my God, I'd be doing cartwheels around the place. But, you know, looking at it that way, no one can say anything against it. It is what it is. It's the law, and if they didn't do this, it has to be done. That means you know who has to be reinstated. I just think, watch this space. And a lot of you, if you know where you're going and what you're watching and what you're looking at, the people, a lot of us watch similar people that are saying stuff. And I don't just say stuff because someone else is saying it. I have my own homework on this anyway, my own research over since Q came in. So all the comms are there, everything's there. Like I said, I'm not bothered. I'm just watching. I know things are happening behind the scenes, and it's absolutely effing amazing. So, you know, with Elon, I've said about Elon before, they had to bring someone in from big tech, even if Elon was a grey, and now he's, you know, working for the White Hats. They need someone in the tech area, everyone in different positions. Yeah, so it's amazing. You can't throw anything out, you might need it someday. Oh no, Tracy, no. So this is the thing I've just had with my sister. You do that, and then you keep your shit, and then you hoard it. So I'm being drastically, I mean, we do this every year. It's not even a thing that you probably do now and again. It's sometimes you get things and you need things. I think if you've definitely not been using it, like they say, for so long, you don't use it. I know sometimes you think, oh, I should have, but I'm just trying to clear out. And I'm glad you said that, because that's what I was talking about, decorating. So as I was in the kitchen, Source came to me and said, right, what happened this morning was, so here's the story of today. We got a new fridge freezer. It's a nice steely silver one, because I had one and it was going a bit kaput. And then when my fella moved in this year, he brought his was a bit better than mine. It's like a frost free thing, because I can't stand the ones you have to defrost. But then when we put his in and got rid of mine, his was leaking at the back because it didn't have the tray on the back. So I was like, oh, we're going to have to get a new one in the new year, but can't afford one at the minute, but we'll get one in the new year for my birthday or something, a bit of a boring present. But we need one, but we don't need one right now. Anyway, my mum was like, well, I'll tell you what, I'll help you put some money towards getting one for Christmas as a Christmas present. So when my mum gets presents, she likes to get things for the house. She's always been like that. So I was like, yeah, all right then. It saves us a bit of money if we go halves. And we had a bit of a voucher with curries as well. So it came today in the morning. And my fella's doing his best to move it down the hallway. And I'm like, hang on a minute, because I knew this was going to happen. I was like, well, wait. Next minute, the lino flooring stuff that looks like wood in the hallway, because it's wood in the house but not in the hallway, started to get holes in it where the bottom of it was punching in the floor. And I was like, oh my God. So all the way up the hallway is these dents in the floor. And I'm like, oh no. But I didn't go mad. I just thought if it was brand new, I would have done. I've been like, oh my God. I said, look, it doesn't matter. Just get it in. Because that got put down when I first moved in this house, and that was years ago. And I don't like it anymore anyway. And it's just a small piece in the hallway. And I said, look, we're decorating in the new year. After Christmas, getting Christmas out of the way, we're going to redecorate. So we might as well redecorate the hallway. And if that gets paint on it or whatever, it doesn't matter. And we'll get a new piece for the hallway because it's small and it's not going to cost a lot. And there's actually a flooring place over the road from where I live, and they're really good. They did the last one. So I said, we'll just do that. We'll just go halves and we'll get that done. But I said, I'll tell my mum so she knows. So she was like, oh, I might help you get that for your birthday. I said, look, I'm not saying it because I want you to get it for your birthday. I'm just saying we'll get one. It doesn't matter because we want to do the hallway up, and the way when we painted the kitchen this year, it doesn't really match because you can see the kitchen from our hallway and it bugs me because the floor sort of doesn't match. And I want everything a bit cohesive next year because obviously when I was on my own, I had all my stuff. When my fella moved in this year, he had his stuff. It was a bit mismatchy, so we've lived with that for a while. We're getting used to each other, you know, like you do. We're learning about each other on a daily basis. We're still together. I think it's nearly been, I don't know, I think we got together in lockdown. You know, started seeing each other in lockdown. And yeah, I just said we need a bit more colour. We need a bit more cohesiveness, and we need to get rid of the stuff we really don't use. You know, when you're a family anyway, you get all sorts. But I said, you know, we just need lick of paint. There's certain things I'm not changing yet because Finn's still little and he's like the Tasmanian devil, and yeah, things get wrecked. But the hallway's not been done for over 10 years, so I want to do that in the new year, freshen up. Everything needs freshen up. But what the point was, we're talking about decorating, and Source came to me and said today, now we all know when Trump and Melania got the White House, and they will be doing again, they cleaned it out, cleansed it because of the dynamic energy that was in there, what has been in there before. Makes sense. Clearing out is clearing clutter, it's clearing energy, it's clearing things from your mind, because a happy home, a clear home is a happy mind. You'll feel that when you clear up anyway. It's hard when you've got families and younger kids because soon you turn around. If I tidy Finn's bedroom, I turn around and it's a shit tip again. But anyway, that's kids. So that's what he was doing on. So yeah, it was just sort of that thing of it takes time. And you know, when you start decorating, once you do one room, you want to do another. Now this feels to me like the deep state, you know, when they're being cleaned out, it's taking time. But once you do one part of them, you want to clear out the other, and that's what's happening. You know, that's why it's took a bit of time. But once it's all done, it feels better, fresher and new. And that's why, you know, we'll be having a new world. We're not going back to the old way because this corruption isn't going to be in anymore. Financial system, don't worry about. Yeah, it might be all pulling the belts in. You notice prices going up in shops. That will change in the end. The NHS is going to shit over here because I've been hearing so many people say, even the people that weren't, you know, into what was happening for the past couple of years. My mum said the other day that she knew someone who she had to go and watch somebody the other day who had Alzheimer's because their grandchild, I think it was, a baby or a toddler, had a fit, and they rang the ambulance service, and they'd have to wait 6 hours for a baby. When did that ever used to happen? And when they finally got there, it was another 6 hours to see this child. Now I said that's because they're going to kaput. And my mum was like, yeah, but you know, nurses are moving away. I thought nurses are moving away for another reason, but something will come in there because that's all corruption. You know, mum said, well, it's free, you know, we'll have to start paying privately. We pay anyway. That's what you pay your national insurance for. So We all know it's a load of corruption, but anyway, there's all that stuff going on. But it's just like saying, as they're clearing out, we're clearing out as well. You're clearing mind, body and soul. And it is refreshing when you clear up your house, especially when you give it a new lick of paint. And sometimes it's not even like if you can't afford it. Sometimes it's just clearing stuff out. Sometimes it's just a fresh lick of paint on the walls. You know, mine are all white. I want to put a bit of colour in some places, but I normally like adding it with different accessories because you can change it up then. And it feels, you know, my house is quite a light home. I have a lot of light coming through the back and a lot of light in the front, so it always feels quite fresh, and a lot of light in my bedroom. But there's just little bits, because we haven't done a bit for a while. It needs doing for the new year, which I'm happy at the beginning of the new year, and then we can concentrate on other things like getting a family holiday and stuff like that, because we haven't been away for ages. But again, it was that energy of clearing, as we see, you know, the deep state's been cleared out. I'm working on things now because, you know, the economy will change. That's what I was meant to say. The economy will change. It's not always going to be the way it is. It will change for the better. It will change for people's lives, businesses and whatever, because we know that they've all been working against that, but it will change. So in the meantime, I'm just working on my stuff while all this is going on. Keeping an eye on things, but not getting too triggered or bothered about anything, because it's all there. I've been saying this year in, year out, and, you know, it's being seen. It is being seen. And like I said, it'll all be done within the law, because they do things outside the law. And because this guy's brought this case up, it's got to be looked at. So I believe that's the way it's going to go, and that's the way a lot of people are saying as well, because they play a very clever game with, you know, they don't have to go and say, oh, it was election fraud and all this, because a lot of people won't believe it. They'll just go and by the law, and that's done quicker and better, and that's the best way to do it anyway. But yeah, it's just amazing. It's really, really good. So yeah, I'm throw stuff out, give it to charity, give it to friends if anyone wants anything. But I've just had bits of bobs that were in boxes that I thought I must have just shoved away and forgot about. I need a new bookshelf. Problem is, we've got a bookshelf and it's about this small down there. It doesn't fit our books in. Like I said, 2 people accumulated things and you've got a lot of books together. We need a tall one. So we've got to decorate the front room. We did the back room, we repainted it. We're putting our artwork pictures up on there, but that's not finished off. And the front room needs something zhuzhing up. Hopefully next year we'll get a new settee, because I've had this thing for ages. It's old. I think when I moved in, there was a couch left in this house. I had that one, and then I swapped it with Finn's Nana for hers, and it's just like not my style at all. So I think we'll hopefully mid next year, hopefully we're looking at a nice bright couch, because I just love a new couch, because like I said, this ours is just old, very, very old. But quite excited about starting to work on the house and pulling it together. You know, going in, because your home, you know, is your temple. Your home should be somewhere you come home to and you feel you can relax, and it's the way you want it, and it makes everybody feel happy in the house, which, like I said, my house is full of light and stuff, and it's that, but a certain way, you know, like feng shui, there's certain ways I'll look and think, I don't know if I want that there, I don't want to see that from there, or actually, do we really need that? No, we don't. I'm going through my kitchen drawers. You know, like I said, when you get kids, you can end up with straws, keys, lunch boxes, drink cups, all that when they're young, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going through his wardrobe for Christmas, obviously. Yeah, there's just so many things, so trying to get that done for the new year. And it's not that people have to declutter or get rid of ornaments or things you like. If you're a person that likes a lot of stuff around you, that's fine, but sometimes you might have things in your cupboard and stuff that, you know, you don't wear anymore, you don't need anymore. Like I've just come across shoes that were shoved at the back of the wardrobe before I had Finn. I didn't even know they were there, and I thought, I'm never going to wear them again, they're too high. Like I was talking about feet and shoes the other day. It is what it is, but no matter how you like your home, it's nice to have a bit of a shush up, you know, polish down, clean up, maybe buy yourself a new few pictures or a few bright things, or put flowers out, you know, in the kitchen just to brighten it up, because everything, even matter, helps you feel a certain way when you look at things. So yeah, and hopefully when I get this room tidied out, You'll be able to see it in the new year and what this room's going to be all about, because it's going to be fun. It's something new but not new in a sense. I've just been trying to pull all my talents together and what I'm good at. Hi Danny. And what I'm good at to put it all into one thing, where I think actually, yeah, this could work. You know, I've been fanning around for a few years, like, yeah, you know, I know I'm good at my art that I like to do and what I create, but I'm trying to pull it all together with what I've got, what I have, what I know I'm good at, and put it into something that I think could work better than I've tried before. God likes to try. If you don't try, you'll never know. If it fails, it fails. If it is a success, it's a success. It'll be a success. But things are only a success when you work on them and you keep pushing them out, even if you feel like you're not getting anywhere with something. You've still got to keep working on it. That's what people do who are successful with the dreams and the goals. They keep doing it and keep doing it till it becomes something. If you're that passionate about it and you love it and you're putting a lot of love into what you do and time and energy, in the end, something will happen. And this is why, the same as the awakening, there's a lot of love and attention going in that with what we want for the world. So it is happening. Like we say, it can't be stopped. So how are you all in chat anyway? I'm yakking. I'm not even tidying up on myself. I'm just going to look for my room and see what I've got. Little bags. Yeah. You know, and after I've got this sorted out, like I said, it's going to take me time. I need a bin bag. Where's my bin bags gone? Hang on. Your bin bag's in there? No. It's alright. What? No, you've got to get good ones, haven't you? Decent ones. If I was in there, the bin bags are in there. These bin bags are ridiculous, like massive. Bag that long. But yeah, sorry, I was asking how everyone was. If anyone's in chat, how is everyone? Pennsylvania. Zebra, light wave, I can't remember any channels. See my white streaks coming in. So I don't know if anyone else is decorating, but I know there's a lot of people that are thinking of moving, looking for new places. My sister's chucking stuff out. She just redecorated her hallway. If anyone out there is also doing the same, you know, get ready for the new year. I've been doing this for a while, but it takes a while. You know, I work full time. You know, I've got kids, family, so it takes a bit of time. You know, when you come home from work and you're working on other things and you've got to do the house and all that, blah, 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 it takes time. But we had to do it this morning because, like I said, the fridge freezer came, wrecked that, but that's okay. There's cardboard everywhere. It's tidied that up. I've got to go upstairs in a bit and tidy Finn's bedroom up. He's not here this weekend, but he left a few bits out just need putting away. He's going to get his bedroom decorated in the new year because I moved his wardrobe out and he's in an alcove now, which is cosy for him. I've asked him what colour he wants his room painted because he had white up there. It's quite bland. Yeah, I've asked him to choose a colour that'll be easy to paint. Only because when we moved the wardrobe, it sort of got painted round, so there's a big bit of the wall where it's not painted, so it looks a bit weird. So he's had to move around, so he needs a new paint. New paint, maybe some new pictures on the wall of his superheroes and all that. A bright rug because his is a bit. It's one that my mum got me ages ago and I don't actually like it. And that's all he needs in his bedroom to brighten it up. And a new blind because he had curtains that I didn't like, and these horrible blinds that I've got in here that I don't like anymore are quite old. They snap off in the sun, if you know what I mean, the plastic. So I don't know what we'll do with these in the end. Get him a roller blind, like a blackout blind, would be easier. It'll look nice and fresh in his bedroom. So it's basically giving this house a big makeover because it's not been decorated for a very long time. And it needs a bit of love and attention. Your house needs love and attention too, to show it that, you know, the energy of your house. Because it has a nice vibe, this house anyway, so in a way I need to give appreciation and gratitude back to the house, so I'd like to do that in the new year. But like I said, it's still that thing of, as we clean out, the deep state's being cleaned out, it's all good. Like I said, when they got in Trump and Melania last time, she made sure that was redecorated and cleaned out, and they've had a lot of prayers in that place, and we all know why. But yeah, I'd say just keep watching the space of what's happening. Got a lot of people in the UK going out. What's he called, Matt Hancock, because a lot of people are watching shows like I'm a Celeb to Get Me Out of Here, whatever it's called, and he's in there. There's a lot of people saying, oh, he's great. No, he's not. See what he's a part of. No, he's not. Being brainwashed by the media. But people are looking into that now. Hi, Phillips. People are looking into that now, so people are going to see he's not what he says he is. He's part of something that's nefarious, and it just shows you again how posh people are being. And it was the woman off Loose Women TV show, Denise Welsh, because they sort of went after her before when she went quiet, but she's been speaking out. That's all over Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, you should be on Twitter. Elon's, trolling the left, I'll just say. If you're new, let me know, because I can see a few names that I don't think I've seen before, I'm not sure. But, yeah, like I said, for the people who can't see anything going on, it's good for you. But we've been watching this show for about more than 5 years. 5 years is it now? 2017. It's been absolutely amazing. It was more frustrating at the beginning because it was seeing the comms and then waiting for things to happen, and lots of them things have happened now and it's all come out and you can see how it works. And it's funny because this was the first map that I got. It is falling apart. It's got coffee stains all over it. This was from 2017, look. And it's even got this on the back, 17Q, and it says bought in February 2018, so it was a couple of months after. And it says JFK Jr. NCSWC. I don't know what that means. And that was my first Q map. I've got a few, and they had to be sellotaped on the back because literally it's falling apart. But I won't get rid of it because this is one of the things I won't get rid of because it's one of the energies I was in at the time, and I highlighted a lot of stuff. And when I look at it now, I mean, it's all there. It's all there. The triangle, Soros, the Roths and Saudi, which is a bit funny. Soros has apparently died, and one of the Rothschilds has died. The one who was in control of the world finances. Funny that, isn't it? Not a coincidence. Yeah. But when I look at this, I just think, oh my God. I thought, oh my God, at the time. But yeah, it's amazing, really. It's amazing. You've got the spiritual side on here. There's like different maps you can get anyway. Because it's all connected. It's people think when they're waking up to something, it's only corruption and the government and stuff like that. It's far beyond that. There's no. so many rabbit holes you could go down, but like I've always said, it's whether you can come up and get your head together about it, you know, because it's upsetting, but this is what's needed to wake the world up, you know. You can only wake the world up to see the horrors, to know that you don't want that, and that's, you know, we go after people, not this way where they're thinking things aren't real and they want to sit back and do nothing because they think it's all love and light and shouldn't be doing anything. To me, that's an absolute load of bollocks, because that's how it's always been, where nobody does do anything, but this time is different. Very, very, very different. That's why the world seems crazy, all at the same level. China are kicking off like bonkers, which is brilliant. So they should be doing. Because remember, it's not the Chinese people, it's their governments as well, but they're asking for their president to stand down. So funny that, isn't it? Because it's happening all over the world. Can't think why. And we've got Jeff from Ohio. Hola, hi. Yeah, Tracy, what's NCSWC? What is it? I don't know. I'm not being daft. Or is it where you're from? Oh. So I'm not really tidying up when I'm sat here. I think I'm going to pull some decks while I'm here, because I've took a lot out. They don't need to be in this room, but I've still got a few left. So I'll go and get one of my favourite ones. Nothing can stop what's coming. No, it can't, Claire Hutton. No, it can't. So people just need to get used to it. You know, like it or lump it, basically, at the end of the day. Don't shoot the messages, you know. It's happening anyway. Let's see what we've got. That's is Jat. Is means what? That what? I don't think Tracy's not got back to me. NCSWC. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Oh, nothing can stop what's coming. Sorry, I'm like, what? Absolutely. Yes, nothing can stop what's coming. Yes, thank you. My eye's twitching now. No, it can't. Thank you, Tracy. And so my eye's twitching now. Nothing can stop what's coming. Packing our bags up and turning away from what once was, and all them negative thoughts, Six of Swords. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Oh, there's a little star on a boat. I didn't realise then, but you know. To me, we are moving away from you know, people think we've been in troubled waters, but we are moving through it, sailing through it. You know, we've had a few bumpy times. We're in this storm. You've helped to wake me up a couple of years ago. Oh, thanks, Tracy. That's all I was doing on here. That was my mission. Was just to help people stay calm while all this happens, and I'm still here doing it. Why? We're still going through the next phases of the processes. I've always known that, you know, I don't go into thinking I've got to look for something and say that I'm on a mission of blah, blah, blah. Just doing what I was doing. You know, the more people have said things like that, that's what I've always known I was on here for. So I just carry on doing what I've been doing. The way I do it, you know. That's why I believe ages ago I came on YouTube not knowing what I was doing properly. And then when this hit in 2017, I knew what it was. See, abundance will come in for all families, kids. This is the way the world's meant to be. Cups, emotions, joy, the rainbow colours, as in, not as in what, you know, they use it for. I'm talking about the abundance of light, abundance for all. Family, the way it should be, because they've tried to destroy families. You know, the joy, the abundance that everybody should have. Every man, woman and child across the world. That is what's coming, because we're turning our back on negativity, negative thoughts, the way things have been. You could say on a boat, because there's this sea law. We're going on land. Ours is land law. They've been using maritime law, as a lot of us know. They go against the constitution, they go against common law, they go against the law basically. We all know this. Death and rebirth, because that's what's happening. That's not just happening out there, it's happening within us, and that's why it's happening out there. You know, death of the old way, death of the old guard, rebirth, new earth, all coming in. Eight of Wands, passions, all this, you know, like I'm saying, I'm working on stuff, passions, your dreams, your goals, they're all coming in. This is the way it's going to be. It's going to work easy for people because the old guard is falling. They're losing. They will be having military tribunals, this, that and the other, and the world will see. So it's going to become a lot easier. Like if you watch Q, the Plan to Save the World, if you've seen that video when it was put out, it's still there, you can find it. As he explains at the beginning, you think you were this, you think that. We find hardships. We only find hardships because they've made it hard for people to have certain things, to keep us suppressed. We all know this, but we're moving from it. My cards never lie. So, you know, but we've got to go through this because the other people have got to come through. Brother, Seamers, other people have got to come through, and as a lot has been saying, you're here to help them understand when they wake up. We're awakened to all this. We're just watching. Call the watchers. The watchers watching the watchers. We're watching the world wake up, and we're here for them when they realise how they've been fooled, because they're not going to be happy. Not going to be happy. That's why I say I'd rather be around positive people, people who are inspiring, you know, helping people that way, motivation, getting people motivated. Why would you want to be around negative people? Especially in this time. Hi Rachel. Hope you got a message of the day. It's been sent, or did I say it on here? But yeah. And there's some more beautiful energy coming in. So, you know, we've got you're the star of your own show. It's you who say what goes. Don't be a victim. It's you. If you want things, you have to go out there and get them. You know, you are the star on your world stage. Keep shining your light. If you want something, you have to work it. You have to do it. Three of Cups, I call this mind, body and soul. You know, triple goddess, Trinity, whatever, mind, body and soul, bringing all that energy in. Also high divine, feminine, strong energy coming in. But we've got the masculine as well. You know, you are the creator of your reality, Queen of Wands, your goals, your passions, your fire that burns within you. What do you want to put out there? I've always been talking about this. You know, a lot of people have been staying in. We need to get out there. People are dreaming of travelling again, getting out there. There's no point. This isn't a place to be now where people say we're hermits and we're recluses. A lot of people have been like that in the past because of the way of the world, because the world's moving forward. It's going to be a better place. It's not an evil place. It's just the 1% that have been in control. People will be getting out there more, joining up with groups, projects, wanting to travel the world, and because people are going to be, you know, in abundance and joy, wanting to get out there. That's the only way you get true experiences, is by going out there, talking to people, being around people, good people. And the fool, at the end of the day, this is where it starts with naught. They call Trump a fool. The fool is the one who goes out there, goes on the adventure, starts the adventure. This is the first card in the deck in the tarot. The fool's not the fool. The fool's not the fool. They think we've been fools, but we're not. Very clever. Those who don't try, you know, and go out, do the things that they need to do. Like I said, you fail, but you won't know unless you go out and do something. So that's all there. Beautiful reading from the cards. What we all saying. I was wanting to know if anyone has been experienced waking up in the morning feeling like you've been in a battle. The body is so, yeah, a lot of people get that. A lot of people have had it. A lot of people will say, you know, you're fighting in the ethers, or you're doing something up there, or you're having ascension symptoms. So I've had that before. A lot of people have that. A few years ago, I just never slept. I do now. I think people go through different stages of different things. But yeah, I'm sure you'll get that in chat, in anyone else's chats on YouTube where they're talking about stuff. Many ones, are they representing intentions? Yeah, your intentions. In fact, the ones is to do with fire, passion, your goals, the things that, you know, you want to do. They're all up, you know, like. So working on your passions, which is the main thing I'm always talking about, which is what I'm doing now, clearing my room out again. Keep going at your passions, even if you feel like, you know, you're putting something together, or, you know, the oh, what's it called? the economy at the minute doesn't seem, it doesn't matter, just work on stuff in the background, just work on stuff, because that will change anyway. If you keep working at stuff and you really have the heart and soul to put it in there and the energy, it will work. If you think you've got something good enough to put out there, yeah. Yeah, and I think I've helped a few people wake up, which has been good, and I think that's why a lot of people have come back. And there's people that have come back that went quiet. I know there's people who sit in the background and watch and don't say anything, but have come back and said thank you. And I thought, well, that's the consistency of what I've been talking about all this time. You know, what's being seen and brought forward now, you can see what a lot of us have been saying has actually been happening. People will go back to the people that they trust and that they were seeing they were actually putting stuff out. It doesn't mean we've got everything absolutely right or the people absolutely right, but they can see what's going on. So they're going to go to the people they trust. They're not going to go to people who, you know, have been conspiring against others or doing that sort of stuff. You know, you just wouldn't do that. I'm just looking, I've just got some other cards here, I can't remember which deck they're out of, but I'll just let them come through. It sounds like I'm waking up in the morning with a song in my head, jumping in the car to work, and it comes on radio 3 times this week. Yeah, you normally get a lot of numbers shouting at you. It's normally the universe talking. Say God, angel numbers, 3 is a good number anyway. It's normally a good sign of, you know, waking up to stuff, that you're on the right track as well if you keep getting repeated numbers. A lot of people get different repeated numbers. I just get 17 constantly everywhere. Constantly. Out of everybody's mouth. You know, to me, it's saying you're on the right path. You know, it was easy lover this morning. Yeah, well, yeah, be an easy lover. We're not fighting in this game. It's a different, yeah, Phil Collins, it's a, yeah, synchronicity, as Michelle said, it's a different war. It's been a war on the minds, you know. I mean, yeah, certain things going on, but a war on the minds, war on the people. Dolly, you're calm and confident with a sweet aloha attitude. Also, love your morning walks. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. I've been doing them because it just keeps me, it seems to make the walk go faster when I'm talking to people in the morning, and if I'm not on because I'm busy doing other stuff, I can do it in the morning. But yeah, I'm quite chilled. I've never been, I was a bit more shouty at the beginning of my waiting, but I am quite chilled because I can see it all. I can see where it's going. I can see the bigger picture. I'm not worried about people or other people or naysayers or people who slander or whatever they want to do. It doesn't bother me because it's all there. I try and tune in the morning, but usually rushing about. I know it's quite early that I'm up if you're in different places, but you know, especially when you know it's a divine plan, helped coming through people to put the divine plan in place. We're a part of that, so I'm not worried. I've not been worried through the whole lockdown. Didn't have to do anything. Didn't have to take anything because I stood in my strength and my truth, and I wasn't letting anyone do anything that myself wasn't telling me that I didn't need to do, because, you know, you can make your own mind up. We don't need to be governed by a government that are not for the people. They're supposed to do what we want them to do, and that's the way it will be in the end. Here we're 80% here, but more stuff to make it through divine. Yes, yeah, we're a lot of the way through. It's like I said, it's not really for us to wake up, it's for the others. I don't believe it has to reach like 100%. The others will just come through when they come through, but it is a more better stage than it was at. I say people always moan about when, you know, why is it taking so long? I've said before, and the 17, and I've said before, it's to do with the law. Had to get all that in place first, and that's been going on behind the scenes. You can't put a plan in place and not have that in place for what's about to come with tribunals, and a lot will go to military tribunals. They have to. But like I said, if people out there haven't been doing your research and you don't understand it, that's not my problem. You're just going to have to keep watching and seeing, you know, be vigilant, but also get on with your own life and do what you can to keep yourself safe, busy, doing things you need to do for you. You know, we don't get anywhere sitting around watching other people or, you know, wishing we were doing something. If you want to do something, you need to work on putting it out. Winter's the best time for that. Winter's the best time for that. you know, because we're all in more in summer. Spring and summer we're all out more doing stuff, which is brilliant. I do believe, yeah, something could happen for Christmas. And if it isn't, then it's straight after. But I'm just thinking something's going to come out very soon, sooner than we think. I don't think something will be happening in 2024 either. I think that'll be a lot sooner than we think. It's like I said, if it's to do with the law and they see that it wasn't run through the ways it's supposed to be, it can be changed like that straight away. In imminent, whatever the word is, I can't even say it, just change straight away, basically overnight. It doesn't need to go through this procedure and this procedure and this procedure, and it's going to take weeks and months and years. No, it's immediate, reinstated straight away. So this is why I say just keep calm. Don't get too, you know, if you see something triggered about stuff that you might see in the mainstream media coming out, or other people regurgitate mainstream media, because that's not what's going on. Yes, there are parts of the mainstream media now that are putting the truth out. Sky Australia are pretty good. They're talking about Biden's laptop, Hunter. We all know about that. Why is that not getting looked at? And his uncle, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But it's great. Off to breakfast with a high school pal. Have a great day. Oh, that's beautiful. I was talking to a high school pal the other day that we've kept in contact. It was really nice. She's even like scratching her head. It's great. Yeah, have a nice day. That's what I plan to do in the new year. Get out with some of my best mates that I've not been out with for ages. Yeah, which will be great. So like I said, I'm doing a lot of clearing up. We're doing redecorating into the new year anyway. Shushing up things. I think when this is done, I'll probably come and show you what it's like. But I'm not going to be telling you what I'm doing just yet till the new year, because I've got to get stuff done. So I've got to work a lot on that. Don't know how long it's going to take. And then I'm going to definitely get a website together. A fella just said there's no point trying to put a website together if you've not got your inventory. So I've got to work on that. And it's going to be fun stuff for different ages anyway. But yeah. So I just thought I'd come on for a quick chat. Like I said, if I sit around here all day, just give me an excuse not to do anything, and I need to get things done, and I want to get my pink rug out and shush this up. And I've got I'll show you what I've got. So I don't know, months ago, or the other month or so ago, I was messing around on a piece of plywood. And I did this with crayons, so it was just messing about. So I did this face, and this is actually crayon. It's like a Gaia, Mother Earth sort of like energy picture. I don't know. Well, I got this plywood and thought, oh yeah, I might do a big one on here. But I'm sort of toying with the fact that I might use it to put my logo with what this is going to be, because I've got like a little cartoony character that I want to put on it. So, and I can always get another one of these. They're not dear. I'm due another sort of my Gaia faces. I still want to be doing these, but I'm just working on the stuff I need to work on at the minute. My drawings I normally do when I'm chilling out. So that might be the thing I'm doing later, because I think it'll just fit on the wall here, and it'll look pretty cool for when I'm doing new stuff in the new year, of creative ideas that I've got in my head that I'll be doing. Oh yeah, sorry, I was doing these cards, so I'll just do these before I go, and then I need to get on. Seeing all this, I'm still growing it. I do get tempted to diet, but I've resisted. Sky Australia are ruthless, not like our woke Sky. I know we got woke Sky. Please don't say you're woke, because woke isn't awake. But yeah, Sky Australia are really good. But you see, they're over there. See, that's when people go, yeah, but it's the media. Yeah, but a lot of media, there's bits of media that are putting the truth out, and they'll have to anyway. Like I said, people just drop away because they're going to places like Twitter and stuff like that. You need to get your ass on Twitter, honestly. Sending love and peace. Is that my halo? I don't know. Thank you, Dolly, and everyone. Hola, excited to see what you create. Thank you. I will be showing you. I show you everything I create. But like I said, I'm just pulling everything together now. But yeah, I've got some nice ideas, and it's more of like a fun energy, and sort of remembering things when I was little and stuff like that. So yes, Yes, so thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Rachel, for coming in. That plywood would make a great wheel of the... Yeah, it would make a great wheel of the year. You could have astrology on there, wheel of the year. You could have... Yeah, it would. It would. But I could do that, but I'm not going to. There's people who do that. I'm not, you know, I probably will do one of my Gaia faces, but I think I might just test a bit of painting out on it for a logo. I think it'd look quite nice doing my own. We got Welsh Babe. Hi, Dolly, and everyone in chat. I hope everyone is well. Yeah, I'm just doing these cards before I go. You'll have to go back to the beginning. I was just coming on for a bit of a chat while I tidy up, but I'm lying because I can't really tidy up my desk while I'm chatting, so that ain't going to work, is it? But I need to get some stuff done. I'm going to do the rest of it in the week, just a little bit each night. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. So we've got... I was just talking about Hunter. So the Hunter, we know the hunters are now being hunted, by the way, for a long time. But it says, track down your fears and desires. Yeah, track down your fears and desires. You've got your desires, but what are your fears? Look at your fears and think, why are you fearful of it? You know, look at it and think, why would you be fearful of it? Push yourself through it and they'll go away. They're normally the things that stop you. And really, they're not anything anyway. You don't want to sit in that. It makes people paranoid. And believe me, I've seen that. Oof. Sends people cuckoo. Another. We've got Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Which, yeah. I just know mine's there anyway. And then you've got Magic Guardian. Magic with a K, by the way. That's real magic, not magic as in play magic. You can unlock the magic with him because you've all got it. The magic, to me, is energy. It's just a different word. People freak out. You know, you've got your beautiful energy within, your universal energy. Everybody's got it. Everybody can heal themselves. Everybody can, you know, put intentions out to manifest things. When you really believe it, that's the thing with the belief behind it, and seeing it. But I'll just do one more. I feel like one more. We've got a few more. We've got Traveller, move in a new direction. That's what it's all about. That's where we're going in a new direction. We're moving away from the old, and we're moving away from the old guard because it's not been abundant for people. It's not been good for people. You know, Traveller, move in a new direction. Follow your moral compass. That's what it's all about. Like I could say, the book of Q, the Lost Gospels of Q, is all about the Jesus' sayings, which is basically to be a good person. Just like JFK Jr. said, he could have been a great man. People said you could have been a great man. He said, no, I want to be a good man. There's a difference. And the sun, well, it's Sunday today. It's Soul Day. It's a Sunday. A beautiful Sunday. You should be rejoicing and giving thanks, you know, on a Sunday. Enjoy success and happiness. We all should be enjoying success and happiness because we are going to be successful and we are going to have happiness, I think, like we've never known before. Or you're going to start feeling it coming in if you've never felt that energy for a long time, because you feel the world's such a, I don't know, whatever place. It's not. It's just these 1% people that have been in control. They've always told us we're the 1%, we're the 99, they're the 1. They are falling. Like I said, if you're not seeing that, I don't know where your head's at. But we are still going through bumpy times. So like I said, keep grounded, keep well, keep doing the things that keep you happy. If you have to stay away from people for a bit, stay away. It doesn't mean you'll always be disconnected from people, because as people wake up, they realise what was keeping them divided. And, you know, as we know, what divides the people, they will start coming back together. That'll be family, friends and everything. There may be some that don't, because they can't get over the fact that they've been duped or that they were wrong and they haven't got the sort of balls to say, you know, okay, blah blah blah. That's on both sides as well. My little Arch, Secretary's daughter turns 14 today. Happy birthday to your daughter. I've got my eldest 23, not next week, the week after. Finn's is after mine next year. Mine's February. My fella's is after Christmas. My dad's is next month as well. I've got quite a few birthdays, which reminds me, I'm making a few things up for Christmas as well, so I'm going to have to go for friends. You know, like these little cuties. So, yeah, like I said, if you want something, people get jealous. People get jealous of people. Don't get jealous. If you see something or want something, you have to work at that to do it. Don't look at someone and think, oh my God, you know, blah, 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 blah. Just work towards something and learn and research about stuff that can help you do something to move forward, to do something. You know, you invest in yourself. If you need to go and train on something, or you need to go and do something to help you learn more something, because you know, people say, oh, you don't need that, it's all within. Yeah, but sometimes you do need to go and do stuff just to judge yourself up on things that you might not have done before, that you might not have known. It's like I'm a visual learner. I just have to be shown something and know how to do it. It's like reading stuff doesn't really go into my brain. I just need to be shown because I'm a visual learner. But sometimes you do need to judge yourself off on stuff, because the way the world's going, we are moving forward. You'll get left behind with certain things. I don't mean left behind. I just mean if you're not going to sort of upgrade yourself or learn new things, things move forward. That's the way. That's how we evolve. You know, you can't sit there and say, oh well, that's not your fault for sort of upgrading yourself and learning about the stuff you need to do. The stuff that I want to do in the new year, I won't be talking about yet, that I really didn't think I'd want to do, because I thought, maybe it's not, you know, maybe it's a bit techie. But then I think, actually, it would proper benefit, and I'd probably like it, and I'd probably need it. Could it be easier in some ways? It would help me be a bit faster with some things, but it'd be balanced though. But yeah, I don't know yet. I've got to look into that. That's far off yet. You won't get what I'm going on about, but that doesn't matter to me anyway. But yeah, so thanks for coming in. I'm going to go get some dinner and another hot drink, and I'm just going to carry on. When I manage to get this room tidied up, I'll give you a bit of a tour. But thanks for coming in, Michelle, Brother Seamus, Welsh Babe, Jeff, Rachel, Tracy. Is anyone else that missed out? Claire and Deborah and Danny, and was it Eugene? Anyone I might have missed off, I'm not sure. Anyone who's sitting in the background not saying anything, gonna mean anybody. And anybody who may be watching after. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Anybody who may be watching after. I will be on again at some point this week, because I'm sure I'll be seeing some stuff. But I think you've all seen it anyway. You know, it'll get repeated everywhere. But like I said, if you think I'm being a bit quiet, it's because I'm working stuff. I need to, you know, I'm getting a lot of stuff done. But also you'll see me chatting in walks in the morning. It's a bit easier for me. But there's a few cutesy bits I've been working on, because like I said, I know Rachel got one of these for, I think was it your granddaughter? Like I said, nothing's going out yet, just all being made. This fun little, I don't know if you can see the thing, they're not and last night I was watching a film, some bits, trying to get rid of bits that I do, but little fun keychains that I've made and put all together. I don't know if you can see. Cool. I don't know if the light's not picking up, but they have glittering and stuff. Yeah, but when you've got the full effect of when I've done a lot of stuff, you'll understand what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see that one, that's quite cute. So there's a few of them, but yes, there's going to be other bits and bobs, which I'm just working on, and it keeps me in a good headspace over winter anyway. You know, getting off YouTube and not looking at a lot of stuff, because it is what's going on. The things that are going on, and there's not a lot of people I tend to watch anymore, because we sort of know the plan, and I need to concentrate on other things. So like I said, those of you who are there in the morning, I'll probably see you tomorrow morning. If it's not raining, if it's raining really bad, I don't like to get my phone out, because it's a bit crap holding a phone when it's raining. So yeah, so thanks for coming in, and I'll see you soon. Like I said, don't worry, stay calm, don't go into fear. Everything's happening the way it needs to happen, and it's happening in the time it needs to happen, the way it needs to happen, not the way we want it to happen, the way it needs to happen for the best outcome for everybody. It's not saying people don't get hurt or things don't happen, it's just saying, you know, it has to be done the way it needs to be done. Don't worry about it. When the media puts something out, if you know it's not media that normally get bits out, and it's like BBC and stuff like that, if you're seeing things thinking, oh my god, you know, they're threatening this, they're threatening that, just know there's something going on. to counteract that, because they're in fear right now. They're in massive fear, and they're in massive fear since Elon Musk got Twitter and started reinstating everyone back on, which is hilarious. The left are crying. So I will see you soon. Bye.